Hi Cancer, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in today's reading. I'll be using the Light Seers deck and the Starseed Oracle deck for today's reading. So remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever you feel does not from today's reading. So let's find out what messages come through and what energies you may be dealing with on this day. So the first card we have is the Chariot card. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. Next we have the Sun. So the Sun, you could be even dealing with the Leo. Finally we have the Emperor. Okay, so with the Emperor you could be dealing with an Aries. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man shows a Pisces that you could possibly be dealing with as well. So with the Hanged Man, this is a card that is showing perhaps a lot of suspended energy. It may be feeling like perhaps you are in a place where you are. So it can be showing being in a place where perhaps you feel stuck, or it may be about feeling like your hands are tied, like you can't make a move right now because it is in the best interest of everybody, and the best thing to do is to not do anything at this moment. But also the Hangman, this is a card that also shows the ability to find joy perhaps in a situation that is less than ideal by changing your perspective. So even though this may be a situation where perhaps a person may feel trapped, or they may feel like they are stuck, or they don't know what to do, there could also be a lot of uncertainty with this card. There is still this bliss coming from ignorance being bliss, or even just being able to appreciate something that perhaps another person would not be able to recognize or appreciate in that situation. And that ability to appreciate and have gratitude for from in a situation like that can be what is can bring about a lot of hope, and it can actually work out in your favor as well, when the most important thing is about how you feel. You are able to enjoy in very positive feelings, even if it is in a moment of uncertainty. So it is productive in that sense, when speaking about your own personal well-being. So perhaps with this card, you could even be in a waiting period, perhaps waiting to hear back from someone, or waiting for a response, or perhaps just in a period of uncertainty, but you're able to make the most of it with this card and still find what seems to be the light in a situation. And then with the Chariot card, this is a card all about your plans moving forward. This is showing a lot of progress. Situation, perhaps you are working on something, or you are hoping for something. This card shows that your determination, your goals are moving forward, and that you are closer to getting what you want than you think. This card shows a lot of successful energy, and it's a lot of determination that is being represented by this card, but also a lot of support when it comes to being able to move something forward. And with this card, it is very important or significant kind of forward movements. So you could be experiencing perhaps big movements forward, big jumps forward with this card on this day. And the Chariot card also shows generally a lot of moving, a lot of travel. So it's possible that perhaps any traveling that you are doing on this day, that could be speaking to that. And any moving that you are doing on this day is one way you are able to perhaps succeed in that, in a move, or in traveling. And also with the Chariot card, this is about being able to overcome any obstacles in your way, and not being slowed down. This is very this is a very strong force forward. So with this card, it's possible that perhaps there may be some obstacles, but none of those are able to slow you down or get in your way or stop you. This is all about being able to keep to keep it moving, really. And then with the Sun card, this is a card all about you being able to embrace perhaps a more vibrant, lively, positive energy on this day. And with the Sun card, this is all about being able to see the light in any situation, and being able to lean towards the more positive side of things and the brighter side of life. And with that positive energy that perhaps you're getting the chance to feel, and that you may be radiating on this day, your surroundings really do project that back to you. So with this card, you could even find that you are able to experience very warm connections with those around you. And this is a card where there are perhaps many people that may be seeking you out, or you may be sought after for this positive, light-hearted kind of view that you have. It could be very infectious, and it could be something that draws a lot of people towards you. It is also showing a lot of, you could be viewed as an inspiration, and you may be also getting the chance of it being inspired on this day by your surroundings. This is all about being able to see the more positive side of life, and also being able to enjoy in it. So you could be getting the chance to really enjoy and be happy in any situation. This is a card that shows a lot of breakthrough. And so with the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, and that being a card where you are able to perhaps change your perspective, you are able to break out of that suspended energy and into the Sun energy, and be able to enjoy in a successful outcome. So with the Sun card, this is also showing a lot of success, a lot of confidence. So you could also, your confidence may be raising through this success that the Chariot card is also showing. So you could actually be getting to be moving forward in a situation, and also coming out of a situation where it felt like there was a lot of uncertainty. And with the Sun card, you are looking very radiant at this time. And so with the Emperor card being the next card, this is a card that is showing perhaps a lot of structure. So this card is a card that is associated with a lot of structure and stability as well. So this could be all about perhaps regaining control in a situation that was leaving you in that Hangman energy at the bottom of the deck, which was feeling a little bit uncertain. This card is a card that shows a lot more control. And also with the Emperor card, this is a card that can also be showing perhaps some kind of authority that is around you, somebody who's older than you, and someone that perhaps you look up to, or someone that can help you, and someone who is who's very protective. So this could even be someone who is looking out for you. Also be taking the form of perhaps in the form of a higher power. This is all about you being protected on this day, and that card is showing that you are protected in any situation or any feelings of uncertainty that you may find yourself in. This is perhaps also a message that is coming through about you being in safe hands and guarded. Okay, so this card can be even about having perhaps somebody who is big with a lot of influence, a lot of power, being someone who is on your side, and that's why you are able to perhaps have this hopeful energy in that Hanged Man situation. And also with the Emperor, this is a card that shows a lot of stability, a lot of power, a lot of control, and that could be a card that is perhaps the opposite of the Hanged Man, which is a little bit more of an uncertain energy. So perhaps with this card, this is showing perhaps the coming out of that Hanged Man energy. So let's find out what message comes through with the Starseed Oracle deck. Okay, so the card that came out is this card over here. It says the Cosmic Heart, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. Okay, so with this Oracle card, with it you're being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place to make your life one big moving prayer. Being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion, to feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. Okay, so with this card, it is a card that is perhaps also pertaining to the Hangman at the bottom of the deck, and being able to remain devoted to what you want and what is in your own heart, in spite of how difficult or how situations may be looking currently. This is all about being able to maintain that devotion as well. So this could be a good sign. So it says that there are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now, you're being called to plant your soul's seeds and sing to them with deep devotion. This is all about being able to stay true to what's in your heart, even at a time where perhaps everybody is not yet woken up to the situation. So this card could be further encouragement to continue holding that vision. An abundant outcome may be soon to come with even the Sun card. So this is all about also being able to stay focused on that vision that you perhaps have and that desire that you have. So all of these cards are all about focus, and both the Sun card is all about being able to remain connected and in alignment to what you believe, and the Emperor card shows a person who is also very focused, and so does the Chariot. This is very determined energy and very focused energy. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a card from the Fairy Tarot deck for any further messages. So the card that came out is this card over here. It says the Six of Winter. And at the bottom it says, positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times, traveling or relocating. With this card, this could also be another message about getting out of a perhaps uncertain time, confusing period, and this is perhaps a confirmation about what lies ahead. This is all about there being some positive changes that are coming. So that could be you coming out of perhaps a state where things are perhaps looking less than ideal on the face of it. And even with the Chariot card, this is all about moving. So also with the Six of Winters, this is a card that represents being able to move from one place to another place, and that is usually a place that is difficult, a place with conflict, turbulence, to a place that is very peaceful, a place that is more positive, a more ideal place that you may be moving into. This is the indication of what lies ahead, and it looks like it is very positive changes that lie ahead. And even with the Sun card, this is showing very positive energy that you may be getting the chance to experience. And with the Emperor, this is showing that it's something that is long lasting. This is something that will be very long lasting, and also something that is going to provide a place where you can rest, in a place where you can feel safe and you can feel secure as well. Okay, so that is all I have for today's reading, Cancer. Thank you for joining me in today's reading, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. Bye, Cancer.